said, well, I'm Winthrop Sergeant. And the priest laughed. No, he said, I don't mean that. I mean, who are you really? Well, then he went into all sorts of abstractions about his being a particular human being and so on. He was a journalist and so on. And the priest just laughed and said, no. Then the priest just tossed off the conversation. And a little later made a joke. And Sergeant laughed. And he said, there you are. There was an army officer who once came to a Zen master and said, I have heard a story about a man who kept a goose in a bottle. And it was growing very rapidly. And he didn't want to break the bottle and he didn't want to hurt the goose, so how would he get it out? The Zen master didn't answer the question at all, he simply changed the subject. Finally, the officer got up to leave. And he went over to the door, and suddenly the Zen master called out, oh, officer. And he turned around and said, yes. The master said, there, it's out.
Artist's Way is a 12-week program designed to merge our creativity and our spirituality in one. And it's designed across the board for any sort of creative, whether you're a writer, whether you're a doctor, whether you are an artist, a dancer, an actor, it's for everyone. And the first day, and this is what you're going to do for 12 weeks every day, is write 3 pages, which are longhand, which means by hand. You write whatever comes to your mind, whether you're in the mood or not, whether you feel like you have anything to say or not, but you're just going to sit there and you're going to write it. And what's going to happen over the course of days and weeks is that you will feel an incredible sense of connection, belonging, coming home to yourself. And in that, there will bloom this sort of creativity and clarity, which is infinite connection to yourself, which is what we don't hear in our ordinary lives, because there are so many voices that drown out who we are, what we think, whether it's the cultural script, whether it's the social script, whether it's our community, our neighborhood, our environment, telling us things about who we are, who we ought to be, and who we can be, what we're capable of. And in that, we have just drowned ourselves out. And this is to go beyond that, to excel, to succeed, to create something that is just for ourselves. We don't show these pages to anyone. We don't share. We keep them away, hidden away, because they are our messages to ourselves. And in this, we will write affirmations, which are things we always wanted to do, and we never thought ourselves capable of. For instance, if you wanted to be an artist and saying that I am a great artist, and it doesn't have to be that you have to be someone who sells 1 million copies of your work, or your work sells for $1 million. What matters, what truly matters, is that you create for yourself, whether it's a professional thing or whether it is for your heart, your well-being. It's not for the audience, it's not dependent on the sort of validation. And a lot of us want to create, we want to be, but we have told ourselves, because society has told us, that there is no money in that, and you can't survive doing that. You cannot do that for a living because you're not good enough at it. There are not that many opportunities out there to do that, and in that, we have let go of our highest belief and our deep inner conviction that is unwavering, that cares only about creating with self-expression, with love, with everything that we want to do for ourselves. So this is an invitation to come back to yourself and to create these pages and come to them every day. There will be days when perhaps you miss out on it, but do try your utmost best, because this is about a commitment to ourselves that is sacred. And we feel like it doesn't matter. We feel like in our society, in the city we live in, our priority is family, career, then maybe recreation, and then at the end of it, it is taking care of our well-being in that way. Yes, a lot of people are into physical fitness. They want to look beautiful, they want to feel beautiful. But that's it. It's not going further than that. It's not going into a territory, a terrain of something holistic for our mental, emotional, spiritual, psychological well-being. And this is exactly that. So for those who want to join in, you are more than welcome to. And if you actually follow along and if you do the work, because anything in life that is worth having requires work, then you will start seeing the results. And a million people have done this particular Artist's Way challenge, which is a 12-week program, and they have experienced in their lives this beautiful, immersive change that they can see trickling everywhere. And that makes them want to do more of it, and some of them do it for years. So I welcome you to join in and be a part of this movement, to liberate yourself, to find that inner beauty that is in all of us, and to connect it to the love that is ourselves at the deepest level. It's going to be very intuitive. It is intuitive, the creating what we feel, what we want to say. There is no right or wrong. You don't have to think, you don't have to plan, you don't have to write in a certain way that's beautiful. You just go with it. And that's what we're going to do here.